It began with a notification at 8:06 a.m., a simple, innocuous chime from my phone, lying on the nightstand. I groggily reached for it, my eyes still adjusting to the morning light. The screen was bright, displaying a message from my social media app, Chrono. Profile updated successfully. I frowned. That was strange. I hadn't touched my phone since I'd set my alarm the night before. I swiped the notification away and opened the app, my thumb hovering over my profile icon. A cold knot began to form in my stomach. My profile picture had changed. The old photo, a smiling selfie from a hike last summer, was gone. In its place was a new picture. It was me, but I was asleep in my bed. My mouth was slightly open, a thin line of drool on my pillow. The angle was from the foot of my bed, looking up at me. My eyes darted around my dark room, then back to the screen. The timestamp on the photo read 3:14 a.m. My heart started to hammer against my ribs. Who took this? How did they get into my room? I live alone. I checked the doors, the windows. Everything was locked, just as I'd left it. I tried to rationalize it. Maybe it was a glitch, a prank, a hack. I changed my password immediately, a complex jumble of letters, numbers, and symbols. I deleted the disturbing picture and re-uploaded my old one. For a moment, things seemed normal again. I shook my head, trying to clear the lingering sense of unease. It had to be a technical error. It had to be. I went about my morning routine, showering, making coffee, trying to push the incident to the back of my mind. But the unease clung to me like a shadow. Just as I was about to leave for work, my phone chimed again. Another Chrono notification. My hands trembled as I unlocked the screen. My profile bio, which used to say something generic like coffee enthusiast and lover of long walks, had been updated. It now read, in stark, capitalized letters, current status, aware of what? Aware of me. A shiver, cold and sharp, traced a path down my spine. This wasn't a glitch. Someone was doing this. Someone was watching me. Throughout the day, it only got worse. The profile became a running commentary on my life, posted in real time, or worse, just moments before I did something. While I was at my desk, a new post appeared. A photo of the back of my head, taken from across the office. The caption read, "Pretending to work." My boss walked by my desk seconds later, and I quickly minimized the app. My face flushed with a mixture of fear and embarrassment. How was this possible? I scanned the faces of my colleagues. Was it one of them? Were they all in on it? Paranoia began to seep into my thoughts, poisoning every interaction. I left the office early, telling my boss I felt sick. The lie felt flimsy, but I had to get out of there. I had to get home, where I could feel safe. As I walked to my car, my phone buzzed. A new post, a short video clip, shaky and out of focus, showing my feet walking on the pavement. The caption, "Leaving the house." But I wasn't leaving my house. I was leaving work. The profile was wrong. A small sliver of relief cut through the fear. It was just a weird, sophisticated hack. It didn't actually know everything. Then I got in my car. I put the key in the ignition and started the engine. At the end of the parking lot, I had a choice. Turn right to go the usual way home, or turn left to take a longer, more scenic route to try and clear my head. I chose left. My phone buzzed in the cup holder. I glanced down. A new post, timestamped 1 minute earlier. A simple text update, turning left. The blood in my veins turned to ice. It wasn't wrong. It was predictive. It knew what I was going to do before I did. My breath hitched. I gripped the steering wheel so tightly my knuckles turned white. My eyes kept darting to the rearview mirror. Was someone following me? I took a series of random turns, trying to lose anyone who might be tailing me. My phone kept buzzing, relentlessly documenting my every move. Turning right on Elm Street, passing the old library, looking behind you. Each notification was a fresh wave of terror. It was like my own personal thoughts were being broadcast to the world, but by an entity that was always one step ahead. I sped home, my mind racing. Who could be doing this? Why? I ran inside, locked the door, and slumped against it, breathing heavily. I had to stop this. I had to get rid of the account. I opened the Chrono app, my fingers flying across the screen as I navigated to the settings. Account, deactivate, delete. A confirmation box popped up. Are you sure you want to permanently delete your account? Yes. I slammed my thumb on the yes button. For a second, nothing happened. Then, a new message appeared, in bold red letters that seemed to glow on the screen. Delete, request denied. Panic set in, raw and overwhelming. I threw my phone across the room. It hit the wall with a clatter and slid to the floor, screen up. I couldn't escape it. This thing, whatever it was, had a hold on me. It had hijacked my digital life and was now seeping into my real one. I felt trapped, a puppet on a string, and my own social media profile was the puppeteer. The day bled into a long, terrifying night. I didn't sleep. I just sat in the dark, watching my phone on the floor, too scared to pick it up, too scared to look away. It remained silent for hours. The quiet was almost worse than the constant notifications. My mind filled in the blanks, imagining what it might post next. A picture of me cowering in the corner, a video from inside my closet. The silence stretched, thin and brittle, until just before midnight. The screen flickered to life, illuminating the dark room. A final update appeared. Account transfer complete. What did that mean? Transfer to who? Before I could even process the question, my phone went black. A moment later, it lit up again. But it wasn't my lock screen. It was a live video feed, pointing outwards from the phone's front-facing camera. It was showing my living room, from the exact spot on the floor where the phone lay. Then, the view began to change. The phone was being picked up. I saw a hand, pale and indistinct, wrap around the device. The camera tilted up, slowly, deliberately. It panned across my living room, past my shaking form huddled on the sofa. It was looking for something, or someone. The camera finally settled on my face. My terrified, wide-eyed reflection stared back at me from the screen. And then, the login screen for the Chrono app appeared over the video feed. A prompt for a facial scan. The camera was scanning my face. And then, I watched in absolute horror as a new profile logged in. It wasn't my profile. It was a new one, with a generic, shadowy avatar. But the app was using my face, my biometrics, to grant it access. The account transfer wasn't about my data. It was about my identity. The phone screen then changed to a live view from its new owner's perspective. It was looking at me. And on the screen, a new bio appeared under the shadowy avatar. Current status, found you. The phone in the stranger's hand lowered slightly, and I saw their face for the first time. It was a face I didn't recognize, but the eyes. The eyes held a terrifying glint of familiarity, of knowledge, and a smile spread across their lips. A smile that said they knew everything about me, because now, they were me. The screen went dark, and then, I heard a floorboard creak just outside my living room door.